How many different color versions of Dorcas have you seen? How many are there? But first, let me introduce myself. Welcome. I'm Samplers with Blue, and I'm totally hooked on stitching. Especially, I love historical samplers, patriotic designs, and Christmas inspired pieces. But honestly, anything visually stunning grabs my attention. So you'll see all sorts of surprises pop up here. I've been stitching for 4 years now, ever since my amazing friend Jane taught me during a visit together in 2021. She literally handed me a full kit, a needle, Ada, DMC, a frame, the works. I left Jane's house buzzing with energy, and I stitched nonstop until I finished that very first piece at 11 p.m. that same night. That moment kicked off a joy and passion that just hasn't stopped. Take a look at this piece. This is my first piece that Jane designed. This was one of her original designs, and this is everything she kitted up with for me. I'm just amazed at how this is the piece that started my journey, my stitching journey, and how far I've come from this. You'll see. This was stitched in, like I said, in 2021. Let's take a look at the back just for a quick. Yeah, we won't look at that too long. Since then, I've attended retreats at the attic and met so many wonderful friends in the stitching community. That's why I'm starting this Flosstube channel. I want to connect even more, share our love of stitching, swap inspiration, and celebrate this beautiful craft together. If you're into samplers, creative designs, or just want some stitching motivation, you're in the right place. Hit subscribe and join this growing community. I'm so excited to share my stitching journey, and hear yours too. Today, I will share with you what I have been recently working on, my whips, and plans for organization for my 103s. So let's get started. Let's talk Dorcas. This is a stunning historical sampler with lots of specialty stitches from 1720. This was reproduced by Scarlet Letter, I believe, in 2000. I picked up my full kit at the attic during the Sampler Symposium this past January and have been eager to begin it with my friends for a while. We all planned to start together, but life got in the way for each of us, so eventually we'll begin at our own pace. This past weekend, I finally started stitching this piece with my group. I am stitching this on Legacy Linen 48 count March Pane with 103s. While reviewing the conversion chart though, I realized that I only had 5 of the required threads. I reached out to the attic to clarify this for me, and the mystery was solved. The conversion chart that I have is different from the version displayed as the model in the shop. Mine is a conversion that's historically closer to the 1700 sampler as was approved by Jean. These colors are more muted compared to the brighter color shown in the attic's model. And honestly, I'm completely drawn to these softer shades and very delighted with this color version. I think Mary from the attic just finished hers, and she did it closer to the colors that match the more jewel toned ones, similar to the model in the shop, I think. Seeing hers complete is inspiring me to finish mine. I know I will be working on this piece for a year or 2 or more. I began with what I thought were the right colors, but after chatting with Carolyn, she shared the 1700 conversion chart, and I restarted using that palette. Take a look at this. So this is my start from this past Saturday with what I thought were the correct colors. This is closer to, I believe, closer to the colors that were in the model. And then after speaking with Carolyn, this is what I revised it to. It's on the same large piece of linen that I still have to cut, and these are the colors. They're not all the called for colors. I did make some changes, but just look at how gorgeous these colors go together. I think, you'll notice the difference between the historical version. There's a little bit more limey green versus the other version that's at the model that's at the shop has more like deeper, rich jewel tone colors. I think both color choices are beautiful, and you really can't go wrong either way. This muted version just speaks to me a little bit more. So I do have a few palettes to consider. Scarlet Letter's original conversion, the bright jewel tone colors from the model of the attic, and the historically authentic muted colors. As I progress, I plan to tweak some of the shades to stay within a harmonious color palette that I enjoy. I'm so excited to keep working on the sampler and see it through the end. I don't have a finished plan yet for the colors, so I'm just gonna keep playing around with them as I go. Did you work on Dorcas? If so, what colors did you choose? If you didn't start and plan on start, which colors are you gonna go with? The jewel tones, the historical 1700s attic conversion, or the original Scarlet Letter conversion, or your own version? I'd love to know what you're working on. I wanted to share with you the project bag that I keep my projects in. This is for Dorcas Haynes, and I got this beautifully made project bag from Tiger Lily Designs. Just look at these gorgeous colors, like the gorgeous blue, and then inside with this red. And then these are the spools for the 103s for Dorcas that I got from the attic. These are some of them. Some of them I have out, and I showed you previously. Let me get them. I showed them to you previously. It is those limey greens, those lilacs. So along with all of those colors, these are all of the colors right now that I have for Dorcas, which I think I'm going to be possibly making some adjustments, but I will see that as I keep going. But I just love this project bag. It is very beautiful to look at, and when you keep, at least when I keep my projects really nice and tidy, and these beautiful projects, project bags, it makes me want to stitch on them more, because I really like looking at these project bags. All right, let me show you my next whip. This one, let me put this away. My next whip is my birthday start from September. I almost didn't get a chance to begin it this year because I only finished my 2024 birthday start the night before my birthday this year. That was cutting it close. For 2025, I chose the charming Mary Wallace 1847 sampler reproduced by Cross Stitch Antiques. I got this kit at the attic during the sampler symposium, and I'm stitching it on 48 count legacy linen, though I honestly can't remember the exact linen name. I think it's March Pain, but I'm not 100% certain. I picked this sweet sampler so I could have a little bit more time on other projects throughout the year, and I'm just also drawn to the Benezet alphabet and Irish samplers. I don't know if it's their colors, the motifs, but I really enjoy Irish samplers. I also just love historical samplers, especially band samplers. My 2024 birthday samplers was it was big for me, and beautiful Martha Evans 1879 from Scarlet House. It took me a long time to complete, and I'm now proud to say it's with total framing, getting framed, and I will share with you once I get it back what it looks like finished. I might insert a picture in here if I can figure it out. If not, just bear with me. I will probably share a picture as I progress in my Flosstube world. But in any case, I can't wait to get it back and share it with you all. Mary's sweet little sampler includes a large Benazet alphabet, a little house, like pots of flowers, a verse, and some hearts and crowns that are framed with this beautiful border of strawberries and a vine. With Mary Wallace 1847, I'm excited for a fresh, manageable project that will allow me to keep stitching steadily and enjoyably this year. Are you doing a birthday start this year? What are you planning on? I'd love to hear from you. And here is my progress on Mary Wallace. Again, I started this in early September of this past year. You'll see that I did finish the border. I'm so excited that it came together. I started working on the alphabet and some of the banding below the alphabet. And I'm very excited for this because there is going to be some over one, and I do actually now have learned to love working on over ones. I didn't before, but like I said, I'm still a pretty new stitcher, and yeah, just love it. This is manageable for me, and I feel confident that I will be able to finish this in time of my birthday in 2026 in September. So that's that one. Now this is the project bag that I am using for Mary Wallace. Again, this is also from Tiger Lily, just really well made. It's got these two interior clear pockets with zippers, and then it's got two other pockets on the inside, beautifully quilted, different fabric. Again, these are from Tiger Lily Designs. Just absolutely love them. And then these are the 103s that I got from the attic for Mary Wallace. I'm using all the called for in here. I've got a needle minder from, oh my gosh, the name escapes me, but I'm sure I'll think about it later. I got this. This tray is beautiful. It is weighted, it's metal. It's got this lacquered image on it, and I got this from Hobby House. And I absolutely love this tray. It's just beautiful. It has a nice weight to it, and it keeps, when I have a small batch of 103s for this project, I just keep them all together, and just look how beautiful they look. Anyway, yeah. My last whip that I want to share with you today is this beautiful, I'm sure you all know it, it's this beautiful patriotic mattress from Blackbird Design called United We Stand. I started this piece back in March with my stitching buddies. One of them already finished hers, and I think she also did this scissor fob along. She gets extra credit. And then another one of my buddies is stitching this alongside. I think she's still working on hers as well. So what I'll tell you is this piece has a lot of color changes and intricate details, which I absolutely love, but that's why it's also taking me a bit longer to finish. Right now, I just have one more band left to stitch, and I plan to dedicate more time to get it done so I can fully finish it in 2026. Let me show you my progress. Can you see? Oops. Yeah, okay. So as you can see, I only have one more band left. I did put the year in because I'm very, very confident that I will finish this little band. I just this year. So we'll see. I am stitching this on 37 count legacy linen with a mix of Weeks Dye Works and Classic Color Works threads. I followed the called for colors, but swapped out a few shades here and there that I thought just worked nicer on this particular linen. I can't remember the name, but I know that it is 37 count legacy linen. If anyone out there would like me to share the threads I used, just drop me a comment and I'll be happy to share with you guys. For finishing though, I am debating between turning it into a mattress as is shown over here, or framing it flat as it is. The original Blackbird version was, I think 3 bands, and it was finished as a flat framed piece. And later, I think they went and did this mattress finish. I also have Vana's amazing finishing instructions on hand if I decide on the mattress finish. But what do you guys think? Would you prefer to see it finished as a mattress or just framing this more as a rectangular picture? I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'm really curious what you guys think would work best. The last thing I want to share with you is how working on Dorcas has inspired me to get my 103s organized. I've started grouping them together by color families, and I'm planning to make some boxes to keep these groups together neatly. Right now I have a few color families, but my first set of 103s is far from complete. I'm still building my stash. So here's my current stash and how I'm grouping them. I definitely, let me zoom out just for a second. Ooh. Okay, so this is all of my reds right now. So again, I'm grouping them by color families. This is not going to be the box that I plan on keeping in. This is just an old cigar box that I've converted into having some storage for my 103s. But I definitely lean towards more pinkies and reds and blues. They just happen to be my favorite colors. And it shows because these are the colors that I have the most of. Take a look at all of the blues and greens that I've grouped by families. So eventually I'd like to make groupings that are in a, like I said, in a color family. I'm very much inspired by different floss organization methods. I was considering clear plastic containers or some, cardboard photo storage boxes just to keep things tidy and easy to find. But I think I'm leaning more towards these small wooden boxes. Grouping them by color family is what is visually appealing to me and makes the stitching sessions go so much smoother so I can grab exactly what I need. So what I did was I purchased these wood pieces from Amazon recently. I got a pack of 12 pieces that are, I don't know if you could see that are, let me see. Ooh, I can't focus on this. These are 1/16 thickness, and then I also have a pack of 12 that are 1/8 inch thickness. Sorry for the glare. I'm not entirely sure of what I'm going to do, but I plan to make some sort of storage containers for the 103 spools. Hopefully I have something more on progress with you to share next time. How are you organizing your floss stash? What's your favorite method? I'd love to hear. That wraps it up for me on this video. It was a quick one, quick introduction. Can you believe that Mary Wallace was just 9 years old when she stitched this sweet sampler in 1847? It amazes me how young girls and boys to back then had such incredible dexterity and amazing knowledge of threads, colors, and linens. Mary was from a sweet village east of Belfast in Northern Ireland. The craftsmanship and detail are truly impressive for someone so young. It really connects us to history and shows the skill and care that went into these pieces made by children long ago. I'm excited to continue stitching and sharing more of these beautiful reproductions with you. Thank you so much for stitching along with me today. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Please consider subscribing to my channel and liking this video. Your support means the world to me.